You know, so he's a big homie from the hood. He's like an uncle. I look at him as like an uncle, though.
Okay. And where you from in St. Louis?
Peabody Projects.
Oh, you from Peabody. All right.
He on his other phone, bro. Now, what you talking about? Hey, Meech.
He know he played a third party role in it.
Okay, so listen.
If he paint a picture or giving some type of explanation to Doug that it ain't giving to the world, Doug, for about another minute, I say, you see what I'm saying? Look what I'm telling you. He's like, Doug's like, oh man, that ain't how that call's supposed to win. That's how it's supposed to go. Why'd you dump those affidavits to help cuff out if this your man? That's it. That's all. If you my man, and I can help you get out of jail, or help you get out of position, any position that you're in, and I know I don't play no part, I'm coming to help
you. I'm Big Meech's real nephew, and I just fired shots straight at 50 Cent in a leaked audio clip. And trust 50 ain't the type to let that slide, not even for a second. The beef between 50 and the BMF fam is spiraling fast, and you can feel it. This ain't just business anymore, it's personal. First, 50 came for Big Meech and his son Lil Meech. Now Meech's own blood, his nephew, is stepping into the ring. This ain't just rap drama anymore. It's a full-blown family war, and it's getting uglier by the hour. You can tell lines are being crossed, and no one's backing down. See, 50's been tight with Big Meech and his squad for a while, but everything flipped when he started throwing low-key shots, basically calling Big Meech a snitch. In the streets, that ain't just talk, that's fighting words. You call someone a rat out here, that's like swinging on him in broad daylight. But of course, 50 didn't stop there. He kept stirring the pot, dropping slick jabs on the gram, throwing out cryptic captions, shady pics, even lines in songs that felt a little too pointed. But the one that really lit the fire, that rat emoji he dropped, right next to Rick Ross lyrics, boom, it was on and popping after that. Then, to crank it up even more, on Tuesday, February 25th, 50 jumped online and turned it up another level. He wasn't just dropping hints anymore, he went full savage mode. 50 came out swinging, pulling out what he claimed was legit paperwork that supposedly proves Big Meech was dealing with the feds through some third-party cooperation. He said the docs came straight from 1090 Jake, a social media name that people in the streets actually listened to. According to 50, that paperwork shows Tammy Cowens allegedly used info fed to her by Meech to help the feds lock up some major snow movers, and that's not just a messy rumor. That's a serious accusation. Real paperwork, real people, real legal pressure. This isn't just internet beef anymore. This is looking like it's creeping into courtroom territory. And it don't stop there. Lil Meech, the dude playing his own father in 50's BMF series, you'd think they'd be locked in tight, right? Nah, 50 flipped the script and put him on blast too. He claimed Lil Meech was wildin' behind the scenes, said dude was dealing with some serious personal issues, even going so far as to say he ended up in rehab. 50 didn't stop at just him either. He dragged the whole set into the mess. Even respected names like Russell Hornsby and some producers weren't safe. According to 50, they all saw Lil Meech acting out on set. The BMF drama ain't just on screen, it's leaking all over the real world too. And just when you thought things couldn't get any wilder in Step 42 Doug, word is he handed Big Meech a heavy bag, $100,000, right after Meech got out of prison. But 50? Oh, he was not cool with that move. You already know how 50 plays it. He jumped straight on Instagram, called Doug out boldly in front of everybody, and laced it with that classic petty venom he's famous for. 50 wasn't just throwing shade, he straight up aired 42 Doug out for the whole world to see. He basically said that $100,000 should have gone to Doug's own crew instead of Big Meech, and he did not keep it low-key. He jumped on social media bold as ever and posted, "Your daddy, my ninja, I love you, and cheese because of Q. You made a mistake giving Screech $100,000. You could have given that to your ninjas. You always been hard-headed. WTF. Yeah, he said that out loud. 50 made sure everybody knew exactly how he felt, and he wasn't biting his tongue for nobody. But Doug, he wasn't about to sit back and get cooked like that. 42 Doug clapped right back on his Instagram stories, standing 10 toes down with Big Meech and repping Detroit hard. He made it loud and clear. Nobody was about to make him switch sides or go against his city. Not even 50. He was riding with Meech and he meant it. Then the blogs got a hold of the $100,000 story and the internet went crazy. Headlines everywhere, theories flying, but Doug wasn't having none of it. He called the whole story straight up fake, said folks were twisting the truth and trying to mess with his name. He wasn't letting it slide, not even for a second. But hold up, the mess was far from over. Just when you thought it couldn't get wilder, 50 came back with a bombshell. Explosive text messages that had the streets buzzing. Everyone had been waiting for something like this, and boom, he dropped it. These texts were straight up wild. One of them said, "Now I'm not gonna blow you up, bro, but Puffy's nephew said he has the audio of him and 42 Doug on a three-way with Meech. They about to drop it. Him confronting Meech and Meech put him with Tammy. He got the records to prove it." Yup, 42, Doug, Big Meech, and Puffy's nephew all caught up on a wild three-way call. And apparently, things got real fast. Things got crazy real quick that you could feel the tension bleeding straight through that leaked audio. When the call finally hit the net, it came with all the smoke people had been whispering about for weeks. Babby jumped on the line with no filter, pressing Big Meech with the kind of questions the street's been dying to hear. He came out swinging. No warm-up, no hesitation. He straight up asked, "Why you still rocking with Tammy Cowens?" After all that mess with Cuffy, and rumors flying that Tammy might have helped the feds catch some BMF affiliates, folks were shocked Meech hadn't distanced himself, and Babby wasn't shy about it. He demanded answers, and he wanted them now. But Meech, he wasn't budging. He clapped back hard, telling Babby he doesn't owe explanations to anybody. Not to him, not to the streets, nobody. He made it crystal clear. If people think he's a snitch, then they better show up with some real paperwork, not just talk. And remember, 50 Cent already said he got that paperwork ready to drop. He's been teasing it, claiming he's just waiting for the perfect moment to let it fly. So you already know things are hanging on the edge right now. Still, Babby didn't let up. He kept pushing, zeroing in on the Tammy situation, especially the fact that Meech never publicly disowned her after all the whispers and accusations. That's the part that had people raising eyebrows since day one, like, why keep someone that close if the streets believe she played a role in taking folks down? And honestly, Babby made some solid points. His questions had everybody side-eyeing Meech even harder. The silence around Tammy Cowens is starting to look real suspicious, and folks are beginning to wonder, what's really going on behind the scenes? Once Babby really started turning up the heat, pressing Meech hard with no mercy, Meech had enough, and boom, he hung up the call, just like that. And let's be honest, that move did not sit right with the streets. The second that audio leaked, everybody was talking, and the noise only got louder. Right after that call blew up online, Babby pulled up for a 30-minute exclusive interview with Dogface TV. And man, he did not hold back. He came with receipts, stories, and claims that turned this whole situation from wild to straight up nuclear. In the interview, Babby went deep into the beef between Big Meech, 42 Doug, and his own uncle, Dion Cuffy. And he didn't just throw out light accusations. He came swinging with heavy claims. Babby straight up said Big Meech knew exactly what Tammy Cowens was doing with the feds. And that's where all these snitch rumors really caught fire. But Babby didn't stop there, he took it further. He claimed that as part of Tammy's alleged cooperation, Meech was supposed to get a sentence reduction in return. And guess what? According to Babby, there's actual paperwork to back it all up. In those legal docs, Tammy reportedly said she was introduced to Dion Cuffy by Big Meech himself. And just like that, boom, Cuffy was dragged deep into a federal nightmare. That connection alone had folks shaking their heads. But the rabbit hole goes deeper. Babby said Meech didn't stop at just Cuffy. He allegedly also linked Tammy up with Fidel Suarez, dragging even more people into this crazy web of so-called third-party cooperation. It's not just one or two names in the fire anymore, it's a whole crew getting caught in the crosshairs. And while Meech might have walked away with some kind of break from all this, Dion Cuffy didn't. He got hit with a brutal 27-year sentence. According to Baby, it all traces back to that same messy setup. And that's why the streets are throwing around the word rat so loud right now. The accusations are getting real sticky, and it's looking uglier by the day. 50 Cent's been stacking receipts like trophies, and he's making sure the world sees every single one. He's on a mission to expose anybody standing too close to his enemies, and Big Meech and Lil Meech just found themselves right in the crosshairs. Why? Because they've been spotted hanging real tight with some of the 50's longtime rivals. Yeah, you heard that right. They're out here getting cozy with folks that 50 cannot stand, and you already know 50, he wasn't about to let that slick move go unnoticed. So how'd he respond? Exactly how you'd expect. He ran straight to his digital war zone, Instagram. That's his stomping ground, and when he's in savage mode, nobody's safe. He lit up IG with cryptic posts, sarcastic jokes, and subtle but deadly jabs aimed directly at Big Meech and his whole squad. Every caption had people reading between the lines and jumping into the comment sections like wildfire. The man didn't miss a single shot. But here's where things went from petty to straight up explosive. 50 started hinting that he's working on a full-blown tell-all documentary about the BMF story. And not just any documentary, this one would feature Tammy Cowens herself. If that thing drops, woo, it's gonna blow the lid off everything. People are already losing their minds just thinking about it. If that footage hits the net, it's over. The internet's gonna crash and BMF's image might never recover. And don't forget, 50's been dragging Lil Meech too, hard. He leaked private texts that showed Lil Meech trying to play cool with him behind the scenes. But instead of making peace, 50 turned it into a warning shot, threatening to boot him off the BMF series completely. No filter, no hesitation, and then he doubled down, bringing up those heavy substance abuse rumors again. According to him, even the producers and other cast members witnessed the behavior firsthand. But he didn't stop there. Nah, he pointed the finger right at Big Meech, claiming he's the one encouraging his son's reckless ways. That accusation hit like a bomb. People were left stunned, jaws on the floor. This beef, it's way past petty now. It's full-blown war, and it just keeps getting wilder. This ain't just drama anymore, and it's a full-on storm, and from the looks of it, there's zero peace coming anytime soon. The streets are getting louder, voices are rising, and people want real answers. Baby is keeping his foot on Meech's neck. 50 Cent is out here tossing paperwork like trophies at a red carpet event, and meanwhile, Dion Cuffey is still locked down, staring at 27 years with no light at the end of the tunnel. And if this whole third-party cooperation deal turns out to be real, Big Meech's legacy might take a hit so deep it'll be almost impossible to bounce back. Let's be honest, the damage might already be done. Too many eyes are watching, and too much has already spilled into the public. So what happens now? Honestly, nobody knows for sure. But if there's one thing we do know, 50 Cent is always 10 steps ahead. You can bet he's already got his next move in the chamber. Maybe it's another Instagram blitz, maybe it's that explosive documentary he's been teasing, or maybe he's lining up something bigger, even legal shots. With 50, you never know. The man moves like a chess master in a room full of checkers. As for Big Meech's camp, they're standing firm, no folding, no backing down. Especially now with his nephew stepping into the fire and throwing shots of his own. They're not just defending a name, they're ready to go to war for it. And if Lil Meech decides to clap back again, oh man, it's gonna really heat up out here. One move from him could take this entire feud to a whole new level. What's clear is this, the beef ain't dying down. With so many names caught in the mix, it's shaping up to be one of the wildest, messiest, and most public feuds the culture has seen in years. This ain't just in the streets, and it's everywhere. The timeline, the blogs, the group chats, it's all anybody's talking about. But here's the real question. Does Big Meech owe the streets an explanation? Or is he right to stay quiet and let the noise talk for itself? With the heat rising and no signs of slowing down, this whole situation is turning into something bigger than just beef. It's turning into history. A real street soap opera playing out in front of the world. Between Big Meech, 50 Cent, Lil Meech, 42 Doug, Baby, and even Tammy Cowens. Every single name in this mess is under a spotlight now. Lines have been crossed, reputations are on the edge, and one wrong move from anybody could shift everything. People are picking sides, whispering behind closed doors, and screenshots are flying left and right. It's not just about clout anymore. Now it's about survival, pride, and legacy. And let's not play, and if 50 really drops that tell-all documentary with Tammy Cowens speaking on camera, that could shut down everything. TV deals, public image, all of it. That one move could flip the whole game and have the streets buzzing for years to come. Lil Meech is in a tough spot too. He's stuck between honoring his father's name and protecting his own lane in the spotlight. One slip-up could cost him everything he's been building. But with 50 Cent already threatening to cut him from the BMF series, the pressure is crazy high, so here we are. The smoke is thick, the streets are watching, and the drama is still unfolding. Who's telling the truth? Who's playing dirty? And who's gonna be left standing when the dust settles? Only time will tell, but you already know. We're gonna keep watching every single move as it plays out. So if you want to stay locked in with all the behind-the-scenes drama, the leaked audio, the text receipts, and everything going on with this wild BMF saga, make sure you share this video, like it if you're feeling the heat, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a single drop of this madness. You do not want to be late when the next bombshell hits. Stay tuned, it's only getting crazier from here.